Hello, all you nature aficionados and lovers of the wonderfully weird. Today, we're diving deep into the world of a creature so mysterious, so oddly adorable, it makes a platypus look like a run-of-the-mill house cat. Yes, my friends, we're talking about the Indian pangolin, an animal that's basically a walking, breathing pine cone with a taste for ants. Get ready to have your minds blown wider than a pangolin's defense mechanism, because I'm about to hit you with 10 fun facts about these scaly wonders that are guaranteed to make you see them in a whole new light. And trust me, you'll want to stick around for number 7. It's a real humdinger. Let's be honest, the first time you saw a pangolin, you probably thought it was some sort of elaborate escapee from a medieval suit of armor. And you wouldn't be entirely wrong. These guys are rocking some seriously impressive scales, overlapping like a high-stakes game of Tetris designed by Mother Nature herself. They're made of keratin, the same stuff as your fingernails, which, let's be real, makes you wonder what kind of nail salon the pangolin goes to. But hey, who are we to judge? If I could rock a full-body manicure like that, I'd be strutting my stuff on the Serengeti catwalk. Now, you might think that with all that armor, the Indian pangolin would be about as graceful as, well, me trying to dance. But hold on to your hats, folks, because these little guys have a secret weapon. The toddler shuffle. That's right, they can walk on their hind legs, using their tails for balance, much like a human toddler who's just discovered the joys of bipedalism. Let's talk diet, shall we? You know how some folks are picky eaters? Well, the Indian pangolin takes that to a whole new level. These guys are the ultimate foodies, but their Michelin star restaurant is any termite mound or ant nest they can get their claws on. No pizza, no tacos, just a never-ending buffet of six-legged snacks. Frankly, it's a commitment to a single cuisine that would make even the most dedicated gourmands say, maybe a salad on the side? Now, when you're basically a walking, talking delicacy in the animal kingdom, you've got to have a pretty solid defense mechanism. And let me tell you, the Indian pangolin does not disappoint. Forget fight or flight. This creature's motto is curl and confuse. When threatened, they roll themselves up into a tight, armored ball, transforming into what can only be described as a scaly, unappetizing bowling ball. Lions, tigers, even the most persistent toddlers. Good luck getting past that. Ever tried to find a ninja in a pitch-black room? It's basically impossible, right? Well, spotting an Indian pangolin in the wild is kind of like that. Only instead of throwing ninja stars, they're throwing scales and a whole lot of nope your way. These masters of disguise are incredibly secretive and mostly nocturnal, which, let's be honest, is probably for the best. Because if you stumbled upon one of these guys unexpectedly, you'd probably need a fresh pair of pants. Okay, folks, buckle up, because we're about to talk about the Indian pangolin's tongue. And trust me, it's a doozy. This thing is longer than your arm, stickier than a Velcro factory, and it's specifically designed to slurp up ants and termites like a straw in a milkshake. Seriously, these guys can extend their tongues up to 16 inches. That's longer than some small dogs, and infinitely more useful for catching dinner. As we've already established, the Indian pangolin is a creature of the night. While we're all tucked up in bed, dreaming about winning the lottery or finally finishing that Netflix series, these guys are out there living their best, most insectivorous lives. They're basically the vampires of the mammal world, only instead of craving blood, they're all about that ant life. And you know what? More power to them. Somebody's got to keep the ant population in check, and frankly, it's a job I'm happy to leave to the experts. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so the Indian pangolin is weird, wonderful, and has a tongue longer than my attention span. But what's the big deal? Well, my friends, these creatures are more important than you might think. They're like the janitors of their ecosystems, keeping those pesky insect populations in check. Imagine a world overrun by ants and termites. Not pretty, right? So let's hear it for the pangolins, the unsung heroes of the animal kingdom, keeping the world safe for the rest of us. Now, for the sad part. Remember how I said the Indian pangolin is like a walking, talking delicacy? Well, unfortunately, some people take that a little too literally. Due to habitat loss and the illegal wildlife trade, these amazing creatures are critically endangered. It's a sobering thought, but it's also a call to action. We need to protect these animals, not just for their sake, but for the health of our planet. And finally, because no pangolin appreciation session is complete without a healthy dose of irony, here's a final fact for you. These armored wonders, these masters of defense, these champions of ant-eating, they can't swim. That's right, folks. The one thing that can bring a pangolin down? A puddle. It's like finding out Batman's kryptonite is a mild headwind. So there you have it, folks. 10 quirky facts about the Indian pangolin that are guaranteed to make you see these scaly wonders in a whole new light. They're weird, they're wonderful, and they desperately need our help. So what can you do? Educate yourself about the threats facing pangolins, support organizations working to protect them, and spread the word. Because if we don't act now, these incredible creatures could disappear faster than a pangolin at a pool party. And that, my friends, would be a tragedy more heartbreaking than stepping on a Lego. Don't forget to subscribe for more funny animal videos.